The land of Israel was in chaos, as enemies called the Midianites kept raiding their fields, stealing their crops, and destroying everything, leading people to hide in caves, terrified to even plant food. And somewhere in the middle of all that fear was a man named Gideon, who wasn't a warrior or brave. For when we first meet him, he's hiding in a winepress, secretly threshing wheat so the enemy wouldn't find him. And that's where an angel appears. Not in a temple, not to a king, but to Gideon, trembling, dusty, ordinary. And the angel says, "The Lord is with you, mighty warrior," which makes you almost hear Gideon's disbelief as he responds, "If the Lord is with us, then why is all this happening? Where are the miracles our fathers talked about?" And the angel simply repeats, "Go in the strength you have. I am sending you." Yet Gideon protests, saying, "How can I save Israel? My family is the weakest, and I'm the least in my family." But God doesn't change his mind. He chooses Gideon not because he's confident, but because he's willing. And later that night, still unsure, Gideon asks for a sign, requesting a fleece on the ground with, "Lord, if you're really with me, let the fleece be wet and the ground dry." And it happens. But just to be sure, he asks again in the opposite way, and God answers again, showing us that sometimes God meets us right in the middle of our doubts, not to shame us, but to demonstrate his patience with our fears. Gideon didn't start as a hero. He started as a man who questioned everything. But God saw beyond his fear and called out the strength he couldn't see yet, which may serve as a message for us too. You don't have to feel brave to be chosen. You just have to take the first step with the strength you already have. As the night unfolds, Gideon stands before a small fire, contemplating the weight of his destiny under a serene sky twinkling with stars, casting shadows that echo his internal struggle and uncertainty about the path he's being called to take, while morning light breaks through the clouds over a valley, illuminating the scene where Gideon gathers a small group of hesitant followers whose faces reveal a mix of hope and fear, showcasing the beginning of his journey toward leadership. With the sun rising in the distance, it symbolizes a new dawn, not only for Gideon and his companions, but also for all of Israel, reminding them that sometimes great change starts from the smallest acts of courage, especially when one allows themselves to be led by faith rather than fear, leading them toward a monumental battle where Gideon would ultimately discover that true strength lies not in the absence of doubt, but in the willingness to act despite it.